Many children today don't believe that life has really any meaning or purpose. As William Kilpatrick said, in short, students are given nothing to live by or look up to. How many of you were raised, and many of you, of course, are listening, were raised at a time in an era, in a public school even, when it was very common to have school assembly, and there may be an evangelist, a sports figure back in the 50s that was coming through town, and maybe he spoke at the local Baptist church or evangelical free church, or whatever the church might be, but he spoke at the church and he gave a strong testimony, a gospel message, and he was a very well-respected sports figure. This happened in the town my mom and dad grew up in, Brownsville, Tennessee. And it wasn't uncommon for that sports figure who spoke on Sunday and gave a gospel message, bringing in this well-respected sports figure to tell the young people about his ultimate commitment and what it was about, which wasn't just sports. And that on Monday, the public school would have an assembly, and the principal heard that this guy was coming to town and thought, you know, our students need to hear from men like this. And the public school would have an assembly, and that Christian athlete would get up and share with those young people what is the ultimate thing that he was striving for in life, where he really found his purpose, his joy. And he would share his Christian faith and oftentimes give a clear gospel. They were bringing someone in for the children to look up to model their behavior after. And today, what do? They put up drag queens, men who think they're women. They put up drag queens for children. They have drag queen story hour for children in public school libraries. They give children curriculum to read that encourages them to sexually explore with each other, so-called, to sodomize each other. No wonder the children today have such anxiety. No wonder the children today don't know what life's all about. They don't have a moral, many of them don't have a moral figure they can look to as an example to encourage them. And you know what? Children, by and large, want that. Children want standards. Children want guardrails. Children want to know what is right and wrong. I think that's God-given, largely due to the moral law placed on their heart and their mind. Oftentimes, I've told the stories of how some of the young people have come into our home over the years who came from broken homes and didn't have that stability. They wanted to be in the home of a family where the mom and dad were married, where they acted out the traditional roles of men, a man and a wife, where my wife would cook and make meals and have chocolate chip cookies and desserts and, a stable home life where it was clear that this is a safe place and this is a family that loves each other. And is it perfect? No, by any means, no. But this family cares about me. These are people that have standards of right and wrong and expectations for their kids, and those are the same expectations placed on me if I'm here. And some of these kids, it's like, can you go home? Can you go to your house? They couldn't get enough. They're always around, coming back. What have we given the young people to look up to? Drag queens? William Kilpatrick continues, in short, students are given nothing to live by or look up to. They come away with the impression that even the most basic values are matters of dispute. Morality, they are likely to infer is something you talk about in class, but not something you need to do anything about.
Who are over 35 or so years of age grew up in a different America. We were taught very directly what it means to be an American. And we absorbed almost in the air a love of country and an appreciation of its institutions. If you didn't get these things from your family, you got them from the neighborhood, from the father down the street who fought in Korea, or the family who lost someone at Anzio, or you could get a sense of patriotism from school. And if all else failed, you could get a sense of patriotism from the popular culture. The movies celebrated democratic values and implicitly reinforced the idea that America was special. Younger parents aren't sure that an unambivalent appreciation of America is the right thing to teach modern children. And as for those who create the popular culture, well-grounded patriotism is no longer the style. We've got to do a better job of getting across that America is freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of enterprise, and freedom is special and rare. I'm warning of an eradication of the American memory that could result ultimately in an erosion of the American spirit. And so, goodbye, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.